for tutorials to help those who need mathematics and all that. Because, So, one of the girls became my friend, will always escort me and say, how you doing? Talk with G's from escorting. She now got to know my hostel. She will come, then later she will enter, and like it was graduating. To the point that she will now come and say, can we make noodles? Then my mom came around and saw a girl making noodles. She looked at me. Man of God, who is she? She's just a friend. She's just a friend. Are you sure? Be careful. Yes, mommy. My mom left. She cooked soup. I called my friends. Everybody came to pack their own. Because when their parents come, that's how we do. So there was one meat left. So myself and this, my friend, that lady sat down to be eating. We had the food. When it was time for the meat, she said, you eat the meat. I said, no, I can always buy meat. I'm not broke. You take the meat. You are the lady. No, she said, no, you eat the meat. Say, no, I eat. So she now said, it's because you are not even really, you didn't wise up. Say, guys who know what is happening will have picked the meat with their mouth and put it in her mouth. The house they raised me, we don't eat meat that way. Everybody eats meat with their own mouth. So I ate my meat. Then I observed that the sister opened her laps. When she sat down, I stood up. What's happening now? Close this thing. She was looking at me and doing her body. Me, big fool, I should have gotten out and run away. I was confused. What was happening? Why are you doing this? Yeah, boy. See the question I was asking. I'm telling you true life stories. God bear me witness, I will not hide or remove. Somehow, by the mercies of God, the girl just began to squeeze her face and say, my eyes, say, what's happening to her? Say, I can't look at you. Say, you are shining. I said, me. Fire. I'm telling you, right there. Fire, my head, my this. Right there. She began to confess things she has done. Right there. It was not my strength. Somebody was praying for me. Even the Messiah could not be born without intercession. That's why you must be humble. Before Mary and Joseph will be born, a woman had lost her husband. She was in the temple for 40 years plus, praying. So later you say Mary and Joseph did not commit fornication because they were strong. It's a lie. Somebody has been praying before they were born. At the end of the day, the strongest ministries, we may never know them. Their life was paused for what other people will take credit for. It was not me. Somebody was praying. I didn't know who. I know my father would come into our room every night, lay hands, pronounce blessings. I say, yeah, carry your hand and go. But that day he walked. The girl confessed how she had destroyed her pastor, how she had locked her pastor's wife's womb, how she has done this and done that. And she ran out of the house. Later, I had become the fellowship president. Time had passed. We were out for evangelism. I told the sisters, go to sisters' hostels, brothers, go to brothers' hostel. One of the closest person that we started the fellowship together said he wants to go to that particular hostel. And I knew that girl was living. So I said, no. I will send to her. So he said, he feels led. So I said, okay, no problem. So he came back and said, wow, God moved there powerfully. I said, all right, let's collate the names of those who have given their life to Christ. While collating the name, I saw that girl's name. So I said, all right, don't worry, I'll take it up from here. Let sisters follow up sisters, brothers follow up brothers. We appointed. But we didn't know that he had saved that girl's number personally. Hear me. Hear me. By the time I noticed we are not seeing him in fellowship. Week 1, week 2, what's happening? We call him, he won't pick. So I went to his house at night after church. So I knocked his door. Go. Say, who is there? I kept quiet. As it's my fellow brother, let me surprise him. As he opened the door, he was on boxers. I was seeing over his shoulder, lying down on the bed, That same girl. I said, we've not been seeing you in fellowship. He said, I have been busy. I said, is that not that girl I'm seeing in your room? Say, she has accommodation issues. That's why she's there. So I said, okay. You know you are a leader. So I will call Sister so and so now. She will meet me here now. The girl will pack her load and go to her hostel. We'll take care of her feeding, everything. Said no. Said this one is the soul that he won. That's why he's helping her. Don't laugh. When you walk on a path and you see where great men were slain, you don't laugh. What killed them is not far away. So as I try to caution him, he faced me and said, who do you think you are? Because you are a president. You think you can be talking to me like that? So I said a statement I should never have said. Pick today. What do you choose? The fellowship or the girl? I should never have asked. He said, if you people are talking to me anyhow, because I'm twirling this girl up, I'll follow her and win this soul for Jesus. That's how he left. That's how he fell off ministry. That's how we never saw him again. He never graduated. The life never made meaning. Offense. A while back again, few months after that, a lecturer came to fellowship, ministered powerfully, everywhere on fire. A new lecturer. We say yes, correct. This is the kind of lecturers we've been praying for. The man promised us, I'll buy you people drum sets, I'll buy. So after a while, we didn't see the man too. I sent delegation. Buy wine, buy drink, buy Milo, buy meal, take to his house. Send my regards to him. They went to his house. While they were presenting those stuffs to him, they saw the girl came out of bedroom. Same girl. With towel. Same girl. I decree in the name that is above all names. Anyone who has received assignment from the pit of hell to make sure they finish you, they will not succeed. They will not succeed. They will not succeed. Oh yes, sit down. Some people will finish some people and dance over their grave and say, I saw your hand. It won't be you. Don't take offense. But there's something offense does, which is number 3 reasons why men vanish from the scene. Number 3, isolation. One of the temptations that come from offense is to isolate yourself. God intentionally set the solitary in families. It is only the rebellious that dwells in dry land. I told those at our church on Tuesday, it is not lonely at the top. It is your character that is bad. What did I say? It is not lonely at the top. It is your character that is. Now listen, and listen up. When God begins to do mighty things through you, nobody owes you congratulations. To think they do is to be proud. Say, why is nobody seeing it? Shh. God might be dealing with you. Accept it. Accept it and grow. I told my people in church, for the past 4 years, I don't open birthday messages. I don't. Oh, Apostle, you are this and that. I don't see it. I have my PA who helped me to read and reply. I don't know what anybody sent. Because how do I hang my joy and motivation on birthday wishes? I see ministers who will read people's status about them and repost. Oh, you are showing the devil that I love the praises. It will haunt you with criticism from the same people. And you will cry. Some of you love when they say good things about you. Oh my! Some of you will even put a flyer, and you are the one posting. Oh, you are pretending like it's the ministry. You are the one posting. You say happy birthday, God's general. You are the one doing it. Oh, you think we don't know? You will now pretend like it's the ministry. Meanwhile, you are the one, God's general. Say happy birthday to a God's general, the man of our time, the this and that. You are giving the devil multiple options to finish you. Be careful. I'm leaving first thing tomorrow morning. That's my flight. That's why I'm taking my time. So if your pastor thinks I'm going to be here tomorrow morning, no. So after today, it's earpiece. It's not me. We tried to do many things. It didn't work. Do you know? When David was going to kill Uriah, the strategy was dangerous. He said to Joab, put him where the battle is fierce. But he knew that Uriah himself is good. He said, put him where the battle is fierce, where the valiant men are. So there are some special soldiers who put there. He said, but let them withdraw from him. That was where he killed him. You see, one of the lessons you must learn. All this you are saying that it doesn't matter who leaves me. No, it matters. And you have to be humble about it. There are relationships that once you leave, that's your preservation. Particularly as God is taking you higher. Be careful of trying to form new cliques and new cycles of those who didn't know your journey. When you begin to break the consecrational codes, they won't know. But those who knew where God picked you from, they can caution you that you were not like this on campus. See, the relationships you have around you, the length of those, it tells a lot about your character. One of my friends was going to get married. He invited me to come and be the best man. The wedding was in the village, a very thick village. I was very busy. I had to cancel 2 meetings to be there. So I have to be there. And the village people heard that Apostle Lazarus around. People came, said, Apostle, where's Apostle? You see. But I had to be there. There was no reasonable place to sleep. This was how we started. I can't say I'm a big man now. I won't be there for you. Don't isolate yourself. Don't leave those who labored with you because you now have money. Don't see men as scaffolding. You know, when you are building a house, you have scaffold around. You use them as ladder to build. You throw them away. No. There's a lot the devil cannot do to you until you are alone. Don't isolate yourself. Isolation may look interesting, but it is the reason why men have vanished. And listen, when you don't recover from offense, your next step will be isolation. And you may have scriptures to justify it. I mind my business. Something you were not doing until you were angry. Isolation is dangerous. Tell your neighbor, don't isolate yourself. Tell your neighbor again, don't isolate yourself. Say it loud and clear. Don't isolate yourself. Do you still have friends that can correct you? Do you have friends that call you by name? Or everybody calls you apostle? Oh, yes. I have, when he was telling you yesterday when he came to my house that we played PS, I flogged your pastor. Oh, yes. Oroko now came the following day, he flogged the hell out of me. He flogged me. If I'm going to go back and learn. Oh, yes. Lawrence flogged me 14-1 or so, and it's very wicked boy. Is he going to heaven like that? 14-1, I snapped it like that. My wife was seated. That's the most painful thing. In the presence of my wife, he now snapped it and said, in case if you deny it. Do you still have brothers you can sit together? Yes. Beyond the paparazzi of ministry and laugh and correct each other and tell the person, I heard your message. You said something that is not doctrine. I explain. Relationships are God's measure for preserving our lives. Don't become so big, nobody can correct you. When they correct you, you feel they are envious. No. No, you may throw away good people who genuinely love you. One of the best gifts anybody can give you in ministry is correction. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Because one of my burdens in this our generation is to make sure that in the next 20 years, we can all still sit together around the same table and eat. Yes. Because it looks as though as everybody gets bigger to your tent, O Israel, it looks as though this association is for people who are still small. As people increase, everybody wants to man their territory. It's a trap. Together we will win, but divided we'll be gotten one by one. We must not allow ourselves stray away. We must be ready to defend each other. We must be ready to stake my integrity. Who gave me the integrity in the first place? Say, people are insulting my brother. I know him. And I'm proud to say, he's my brother and friend. Drag us together. Not like something happened, everybody say, you're on your own now. Bye-bye. We don't associate with such a person. The devil likes it like that when you have holier than thou attitude. And meanwhile, you will have to pass that same test. Have you seen children who insult their parents and say, look at them, wretched people? They will have to pass the same test too. Your boss will say that the child that said the father is not successful is also in it. Keep trying. But you won't fail. You won't fail. I'm wrapping everything up, sharp. I'm just giving you 4. There are many more reasons. But the 4th reason why ministers vanish from the scene is lack of accountability structure. Lack of accountability. To every David, there's a Samuel. There's a Nathan. It was Nathan who came and said, there's a man in Israel. He has several sheep. He has a neighbor that has one. The man had a guest. He picked out of his neighbor and slaughtered it for the guest. He even did this to the guest. What do you think should be done to such a man? You know when elders talk? David got up. Oh, how easy it is to preach against what you do. Got up. That man should be made to restore so and so fold. Nathan looked at him. You are the man. But David tore his clothes. Oh Lord, I've sinned. It doesn't matter that I'm the king. I've sinned against you, God of heaven. Forgive me. When it was the time of Saul, Saul told Samuel, at least sacrifice with me now so people will not. His concern was the crowd. What is your own concern? Have you gone to the point where if everybody leaves me, as long as you are still there, Lord, I will stay? Relating with fathers is not simple because fathers sometimes are perceived as speed breakers. Young people want to do everything. So now we are starting a new work in Côte d'Ivoire. We are now in Cameroon. We are now in South Africa. A father will say, take it easy. Say, I have this fire within me. Accountability will save your life. Do you have somebody in your life who can say, shut down from ministry? Sit down and learn. When our ministry started, I thought I heard God that we should start a new branch in Ghana. Thank God I went to meet my spiritual father. I said, this is what I thought I heard, sir. Because you don't tell your father that this is what God is saying. You don't submit things absolutely. That's another story for another day. He said to me, he said, go and pray again. And he told me a statement. Ministry doesn't start in places, it starts in men. Do you have men there? I said, no, sir. He said, go and pray. When I went back to pray, I knew I've heard a lie. And many are chasing a lie because nobody checked it. Nobody checked it. Nobody ever said, sit down. You are in Uyo. No pastor in Uyo is anointed enough for you to submit under. It is those who can't have your time you want to be pursuing. Those who don't even know you by the name. Your father must know you by name. You say, I love that man, but the church is small. Is it the church that is fathering you? I didn't even know you were the one. So good to see you, woman of God. So good to see you. Okay. You've been at the back. I didn't know. Interesting. Are you following what I'm saying here? People want to pursue names. Fatherhood is not done by name. It is heart that makes a father. It is grace. And let me put the balance. Not everybody who is anointed can father you. Your father will have a heart to accommodate you. Okay? Let me leave it there. It is easier to be a good son than to be a good father. Think about that. Fatherhood is work. But you must, for the sake of your, and have a, those of you who are married, make sure all this nonsense they are saying on social media is from the pit of hell, that a woman should not check her husband's phone. You want to succeed doing life like that? Eh? If not, say a woman should not. What do you mean? Whenever I'm going out, my WhatsApp is duplicated on 2 devices. It's on my phone. It is also on the tab. My wife sees who is calling. Because I don't delete messages. Who is messaging? Who is chatting? Blah, blah, blah. She sees. If you call me, my wife is there. My phone is on speaker. So it is because I don't trust myself alone. I don't. You put these structures in place. And don't rely on those structures because you can be proud about your structure. Rely on grace. That's the balance. You put these structures in place. Chances are very high that, of course, following God and His instruction, you'll be around for a long time. So I pray that many things are happening now. Many things are happening now. Don't be in a hurry. Take it slow. Follow God. A step after the other. One of the reasons why I like your pastor, I've never told him before, because I observe people. And if you like, call me where you are gathering stadium. I know go come. And if you call me where 2 or 3 are gathered, and I can perceive this thing here, I will go. It's not about the size of meeting. I'm not interested. Can my ordination function there? Your pastor is a man after God's heart. He is. I don't tell people anything to appease them. I'm honest. I'm brutally honest. I had to tell him, watching your back, watch my back too. If I see anything, I will call you. I will screenshot and ask you how. If you see anything, call me. When I was coming for this meeting, the protocol I was talking to, he was saying, "Sir, what time will you arrive?" I said, no, don't talk like that. You ask what time will I leave. So, but I can only do that because I'm coming to my house. Can't try that everywhere. Ministry is marathon. In marathon, you don't prioritize speed. You prioritize endurance. Those in the first don't always win the race. I think I have to stop now. Can I lead you to pray, please? Everyone, get up on your feet. Hope I've not bored you today. This is the way I preach. I'm not a loud person. I don't have the energy. I wish I do. I wanted to, but I honestly, I'll just go and sit down. I'm not, Minister Abe is going to lay hands on me to shout and roar. Oh, hear me. Ask for one thing today. Ask for the spirit of wisdom and revelation. Pastors, will you pray? Please ask. Oh Lord, give me. Give me. Minister Abe, there's a song you just sang. You and Theophilus. We've been singing that song. You know that song now? Yes, please come and lead us. Yes. You know that song, right? We will wait until. Yes. Oh yes. Lift your hands, everyone. Let's cry to God. Let's cry to the one who has helped those who did this race before us. The one who has gone ahead of everyone who won. Can you please pray and say, God, I've seen my limitations. I need help. Oh yes, I need help. I need help. Oh yes. I need help. Hey, help me. My Father, my God, help me. Yes, man of God.
Till we are found, we behold until we are found. We cover until we have strength. We cover until we have strength. We behold until we are found. We behold until we are found. We behold you until we are found. We behold until we are found. We will wait until we have strength. We will wait until we have strength. We will wait until we are found. We behold until we are found. We behold until we are found. We behold until we are found. We cover until we have strength. We cover until we have strength.
Amen. By evening, I'm going to be doing the final thing that the Lord is going to be leading me to do. We're going to be having healings and impartations. Particularly if you are called to ministry. Doesn't matter. Those of you in front, do you feel there's something upon my life that God can release? I don't know. It depends. Just lift your hands. My Father and my God. No, don't kneel down. Stand. Stand. I want protocol to help me with them. I am asking, Lord, that you will do this for me and place your fire on these ministries and these ministers. Let a new, I don't lay hands on people unless led. I'm not a fan of hand laying, but if you do not mind, I'm just going to ask God to touch you as I touch you briefly. Just stand behind them. It's going to be very strong. Let your mighty hand rest upon every one of them, Lord. Help them. Soak them with your fire. Let the oil be burning on their lives and ministries. There's a new heart. Let everything be well with them, Lord. Strengthen them. Let there be a new beginning. Let there be a new beginning. Lord, please see to it that nobody who comes in contact with this message will fail you. If there's any minister or ministry that is going through discouragement, please encourage them. Please help them. Anyone who is battling with unforgiveness or offense, please help them. Anyone who is bleeding, please mend the wounds, Lord. Let these ones finish well. Let us all finish well. We give you praise, Father. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. God bless you.
pray more about it. Lord, I obtain grace to finish well. I won't stop halfway. Strength for the next 10 years, for the next 15 years. Can you lift your voice and pray? Nobody's leading you, but I want to believe that what has been received strong enough to lead you. Surround me with men for whom I can be accountable to. I tell you, if there's anything that is a problem, is lack of what? How many of you know what he's saying? How many of us that are around this place, you know, they are not accountable? It's a spirit around this territory. Many hands are lifted. From same relationships at the same level to relationships above. Lord, surround me with men. Also, after leaving your place yesterday night, I went to the Psalms room. It spoke till past 2 to 3. Yes, I left the Psalms place at 3. Yes, because the things we spoke about pretty very deep. Some of which I'll share with you shortly after my work. That's why when he started the session, he said he wanted to shift. His flight was for 12. He was going to shift to stay till 10:40. And even in the vehicle, I had to make sure that the vehicle was entering as a vehicle that he could listen to the session. Because many of us are doing a lot of things, but we are not lasting. We are not lasting. And then, sadly also, this other person, all of a sudden, you don't hear, this guy used to be doing stuff. Where is he? He's nowhere to be found. And nobody's worried. What happened to this guy? Who is this guy? What happened that everything he was doing is... So it was yesterday, it was this morning he was calling my attention to some ministers and said, are you aware that this one also in our generation, he's been silent for the last 6 months? I'm like, what? This this one, I'm like, how did we get to this point? I myself, I was overwhelmed with the fact that I had thought I had looked out enough, but there are persons that I had not paid attention to. And what God is doing is not just with one person, it's with all of us in a territory, in a generation. And it just dawned on me that we've not looked enough at each other, we've not been accountable to ourselves. Apart from the average paparazzi, which is I invite you to my program, invite you to your program, snap pictures. We don't have any real-time relationship. We don't have relationship that. So if something is happening with you, I can't trust you enough to share. Yes, because you may likely use what I'm going to tell you. Yes. We don't have real relationships in ministry. We don't have relationships in ministry. I'll say this again. First of this month, I lost my friend that committed suicide on first of this month. The reason why he had to do that ultimately is lack of relationship. He didn't have to get that bad that a minister, a young minister, 42, with two boys, 7 and 9, kill himself in this territory. But we don't even look out for each other. We want that can tear what you're doing and build my own, that can scatter what you're doing, and that's what we are particularly about here. It's this region, south. I may not know for the southwest, but for this region, whoever goes down is a joyful thing. So let's have, if you can go down, I want us to pray for relationships. You don't have it around this place. You don't have it around this place. Fathers don't even, the average idea of fatherhood for us is someone that we can use for endorsement, that will come, and you won't hear the kind of things you're saying today in this meeting, in ministers' conference, because everybody tells you about the success story. Nobody wants to tell you about scars, failures, mistakes. It's not, you don't find all those things there. You don't find those things there. How many ministers' conferences have we not gone for, and you don't hear these things? What they talk about is 7 keys to have excellence in ministry. These are the things that tickle our fancy. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want us to pray, Lord, bless me. I don't know how to put the prayer point to. Give me quality relationships. I'm not sure if that is even the right word to say, but give me quality relationships. Because of how much you're interested in my destiny, don't leave me to myself. Please, give me quality relationships. We are losing people, we are losing young ministers on daily basis. Lord, give me quality. Don't leave me to myself. May I not get to a point that nobody, you don't have anyone you can use to reach me. Give me quality relationships. Can you pray? That's what I want us to pray for. Lord, surround me with quality relationships. Please pray. You are praying. You are praying. You are praying. Please. I beg us to pray. Please. 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 Please pray. Please pray. Please pray. Please pray. Please pray. Please. Please pray. Please pray. Say the faithful man who can find. Make me a true friend. Make me a true friend. Make me a true friend. Make me, oh God, make me.
marriage. Nothing will tear down my ministry. I will not stop my assignment halfway. Teach me accountability. Teach me accountability. I will last. I will outlive the caprices and the whims of darkness. Are you praying? Are you praying? Are you praying?
Let them go. I believe that this meeting is not just a wake-up call for Pistis, it's a wake-up call for this territory. Let's celebrate God's servant. I didn't know. I told you guys yesterday that Apostle Femi's session is what? What did I tell you? There's such a livid spirit of wisdom that's oozing throughout his members. And we need that ventricle in the body of Christ now. I'm telling you, we need that ventricle of wisdom mightily. Because mighty works are not done with power, it is done with wisdom. He said, what wisdom is given unto this man that such mighty works? Before you checked, you have not told me your flat schedule. So I had asked my team, I said, go and check what time Pistis is flying tomorrow. They told me it's in the morning. Almost 8 o'clock, so you have to be at the airport as how you want to take with this thing. Because you never, I don't know, but how many of you feel that we should have more of this? How many of you, honestly speaking, I don't know who felt bored, but I never felt, I didn't feel that way. It's priceless, timeless truths. Jesus. Who hears this kind of things that will not succeed? This is not just for ministry. Okay, that's a good place to clap. This is not just ministry. This is ministry. This is business. This is career. This is, you can apply these things any single place, and the results will still be consistently. And he started like he was not going to say anything. The way Pastor Femi is that you can walk him out and say, I feel sleep, let me go. But the things you will hear, Apostle, I don't know how you want it, because we need, I just feel that we need this session, this kind of session. In the evening you bless us. It's going to be an impartation, time of impartation. I know that for a fact, but we need this time again. Sincerely, sir. Not just for my sake, but for the sake of this territory. We need this time. Let's put this session. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does it make any sense? This session. What is session? Precise. I feel you should write a book on this thing, sir. I feel so. I may be wrong, but I feel so. You should write a book on these things. And please, if you know any young minister, anyone that you want to succeed in life, kindly go to the link for this particular session on YouTube. Send it to them and tell them, please listen to this message again. There's a prayer he made at the end, that let no one that hears this. I'm telling you the truth. He looks young, but he's not young. He's ancient at heart. The things he's churning out and the experience, you can't buy that in the market. You can't buy that in the market. Sadly, what we are really impressed with in our generation is results. What is asking for process, for interest and all these things. Result. Is he pastoring the largest crowd? Is he what's he saying? Is it dropping rema? Is it dropping refs? Are they deep? Are they strong things? Is just talking? That's what is bemusing our generation. I pray that God will help us in Jesus' name. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the gift of relationship. Thank you for access. Thank you for your heart, not just for us, but the body of Christ at large. Thank you. Thank you. I said it again. God is putting you as a nexus to help us build clarity tonight. It's a huge task, I understand, because a lot of us can be difficult and arrogant. But I strongly believe the only person I've known in the previous generation that is doing something like this is Pastor Koju. For that, his generation of ministers. And even Pastor Koju, you have people like Nico that looks up to and all of that. But hard time, there's not so much of this. So everybody's building. Just build your own castle and build it with walls. And let the walls not be penetrable. Let nobody, yes. That's what we are building at time. So if I hear something happened to you, I want to distance myself as fast as I can. Yes. I don't want to be seen. But a new bridge is rising in the name of Jesus. For some reason, I'm just speechless. If you've noticed, I'm looking for words. I'm not even trying to, because practically this session, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. That's why I've just been roaming around. I don't know what to say. Okay. Somebody may be wishing in his heart, I wish I heard this earlier. You heard it at the best time. Whatever you're hearing now, put it to use. The proof of a meeting, I told you, great meetings don't make people. What makes people? Great decisions. Leave here with the resolve and the decision. I'll make the remaining part of what is left from assignment. I'll make it count. And God will grant us grace in Jesus' name. Let's take your seats. Let's celebrate Apostle one more time. So Apostle, we hope that we bribe you enough to change your mind. Now, meanwhile, his schedules are very jammed. It's not that he's disposed. There's even a morning prayer that he has this morning that had to see how he could tweak the whole thing just to let's celebrate Abel's team. Let's honor them. Great guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. They are my guys, oh. Praise God. Amen. And can we honor the phenomenal, incredible Abel? My own sister. Let's honor her. 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 Can we make it better for her? Let's make her feel shy. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Please have your seat. Thank you, ma. What a gift. What a gift you are. What a gift you are. What a gift you are to our world. What a gift you are. Right about now, we're going to have the ministerial session shortly, I think in the next 15 minutes. So, I don't know what it will look like, but I'm sure she will share story. And in every man's story lies his secrets. Don't play with stories. In stories lie the true secrets of men. Praise God. I have issues with sharing my stories because the way we were trained in ministry, let Jesus alone be seen, let Jesus alone be glorified. But many times you realize that when stories are shared, it is therein lies the power to truly bring transformation to people's lives. Absolutely. So we'll have that in 15 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm not certain it shall more than 1 hour, so I should go back and rest, refresh ourselves, and come back for this evening. Have Minister Abe bless us this night. We are going to war with our sound. Please go get something to use for war this night. And tomorrow morning will be our last session with us. And then, amen. Okay. All right. So please, I think we will rise on our feet at this moment. Big coordinated person, yes or yes? But this session, I'm wishing that we'll have another of this session before this meeting. So, just one more. Not the way that are following me, ministry mentees and all of that. I'm not going to have ministry meeting for this year because I feel that if there was anything I was going to say to you, this session should have said it extensively so and much more. So it's being this and work with this. I won't, that session is cancelled. Alright. But I feel, I don't know, whatever Pastor Femi says at the end of the day, I'll revert back to you. But I really want this to happen again. Pastor Femi is home here. This is home for me. You can always come back anytime. I just want, I wish, yes, it's I think one of the things we need to also establish is the fact that when somebody says that this person is my brother, it's not only saying that so that we could do that in public sites. You know, my bro, my bro, my bro. It also means, yes, because that's what most of what we do. My bro, my G, public sites, we snap pictures together and all of that. Not necessarily so. It also means that sometimes if you see something wrong with me and you cannot approach me to talk about it, you can reach Pastor Femi and tell him, I noticed this thing is wrong with this person. And he can call me and tell me, bro, this thing is wrong. I got information from so place that this thing. And you know what I'm saying? That's what it means. That's what it means. That's what it means. It means that he can call me to order and I can also gladly submit myself to be ordered. Because it's one thing to call someone to order, it's nothing for the person to, oh yeah, and the real problem is not even calling the person to order, is will the person take? That's where the real challenge is. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that song towards me. You don't want to branch Pastor Femi's house and will not eat well. Thank you for that song towards me. But I'm happy that the God of all consolation, the God of vengeance, visited you the next day after I left your house. That I would have to tell Europa, I said, you did a good job. Men of God are doing a lot of things. So I was holding them and he started playing with me very jovially. Like I scored the first goal, I was happy. I said, it means, and the wife was there. He said, my wife is watching you beat me in my house, and I was happy going with the ball. By the time I scored the small goal, he said, restraining order. Satan, Japheth, no more. Turn the game. 6-2. He said, no, I put on my regalia. He flogged me a second time, flogged me the third time. I used my food that came as a school. I said, let me eat. Because I can't, the shame is too much. Meanwhile, when I scored 2, I had called my mom and told her, babe, I flogged Pastor Femi too. When he now scored me, my wife was hearing the final score yesterday. Because that trashing was heavy for a man of God. Trashing was heavy. But it's such a beautiful relationship. Pastor Femi is down to earth, humble, simple, and thank you, sir. All right, please. So we are going to allow him go to the green room, and then we'll allow Ms. Darby also go to the green room briefly, and then we'll have the upper room set up for the breakout briefly, and then also let's honor Apostle as he leaves and Ms. Darby. All right. God bless you. 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 Please allow them go to the green room, please. All right? Yeah. Are we clapping? Are we honoring them till they leave? It doesn't feel like you're honoring them. Please make it better. Make it better. Make it better. Has this meeting lived up to our expectation? Are you sure about that? Has it met our expectations? I believe so. And much more, I believe so. I believe so. I believe so strongly in spirit. Thank you, Jesus. What he said is, he said something that the way you know the weight of a meeting, the word of the meeting is not who spoke, but it is what kind of things God was able to deliver to the audience. So can you clap for yourself, for your maturity, and to allow these kind of things to be delivered to us? And well, the future is bright. The future is bright. Maybe in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, it will be overwhelmingly obvious what God is doing with this kind of things. I've made God a promise, solemn one, that I have one gift, one grace on my life, the grace of relationships. At every relationship God gives me that will be beneficial to us in this territory, I will holistically harness it for the sake of what God wants to do in this place. And some of the meetings that you see us forge, we don't forge them because we have resources. We forge them because God has instructed for those things. And by the mercy of God, many of these kind of things will come up again and again. Are we together? Please. Yeah, you good place to clap. Let's share the grace. Sorry, I don't know what to say today. I hope you can forgive me and manage me like this. I don't just know what to say because maybe by the evening I'll be better coordinated. Let's share the grace. Alright? I didn't hear you. Put up the affirmation. Want to go? Please look out for your brother. 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 You don't see your brother doing stuff on social media for a year, a month, 2 months. Find out. Keep doing. I'm saying this generally, but I'm saying this more to ministry business people. You understand what I'm saying? Very important. Look out. You don't see the church running for a while. What's happening? You don't see the business. What's going on with you? I just want to check on you. I hope you're fine. I hope you're good. If you call and the person does not take your calls, drop text messages. If you drop text messages and the person doesn't reply you, insist. But by all means, let it be that you had done your part. I'm telling the truth. Sincerely. And as you grow, constantly do this. I want 3 of you to come. No, come. 4 of you should come. Watch this. Watch this. Come. Clap for them, please. Watch this. Stand. 2 of you to stand here. 2 of you stand this way. 2 of you stand here. Yeah, 2 of you stand this way. All right. Now, I'll take a step forward. Don't take the step with me. You should take a step with me. don't take a step with me. You take a step with me. No, you don't take a step with me. You take a step with me. So you have, these are all, we all started at the same. All right, so as God is lifting me, notice this. We moved, what happened? It's not a safe thing to drop this one here. Huh? Find how you can. Now, the next step I'm going to take, I want you to move that way. Is that all right? And the next step I'm going to take, all right? I want you to join us. Find a way of leveraging what God has done in your life as you make advancements. Huh? Along the line, you will find people that fall by the wayside. In this kingdom, we don't abandon wounded soldiers. Help them. Huh? Now, understand this. How many of you really did this thing when you were in school, that you carried somebody on your back? Physical implication. You know that when you do that thing, that the most of that weight is not on the person at that time. The weight is, it's going to be a lot of work, require a lot more on your part. Now you already have a busy schedule, but at the same time, find a way of talking this person in and say, please, we had come this far together. I'm going to gladly talk you in. Let's continue the journey. Except the person is the one that says, please, have a quality relationship like this one and build, leverage, grow like that, build like that. Insist on these things. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. It matters. A faithful man who can. And please, those of us that are married, let your wife, let your husband become your closest partner in ministry. Ministry is a fierce part. Oh my goodness, a fierce part. Please, it will save your life for the most of it. All right? I'm not sure I want to do a minister's meeting. Pastor Femi had triggered something. I strongly myself, I know I have a burden for ministers. 90% the people that God has sent to me in ministry are either ministers' children or ministers. I know that. 90%. I don't mean lay preachers, I mean co-founders of ministries. But one of the things I have a problem with talking to ministers is arrogance. The average young minister is very, very arrogant. You know so many things. You know everything. So sometimes it just becomes a heavyweight burden on my heart. But God will help us in Jesus' name. Alright, thank you guys. God bless you. Let's celebrate them. Let's show the grace now. Not a single one of all the good promises the Lord had given to what? Was left what? Everything he had spoken, what happened? Let's take it a second time. 1 to go. Everything he had spoken. Alright, let's share the grace now. Thy kingdom come. That sounds like a rumor. 1 to go. You know, there were times people talk. I said, talk, you know. You're not saying anything. And then I said, let's talk. And you're just keep quiet and said, let the voice of the rest will carry my voice. 1 to go, everybody now. Thy kingdom come. That's right. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Alright, so what time are we meeting this evening? I'm not hearing you. 4 p.m. We have 3 spread sessions and maybe a blessing.